Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back to do a video today using an envelope, a craft colored envelope, and my new frost kit. I'm going to make a piece of ephemera, and the journal that this is going to go into is a little bit wider this way, and we'll talk about that more, but that's probably going to be for Friday's video. So today we're going to just make a piece of ephemera to go in it. And I have, like I said, a long envelope, and I cut the end off. And at some point I had cut the end off of this envelope, so it's just like a tube, this piece, but we're going to do something with it. And then I've folded the end over probably just, I mean, it's barely over a ½ inch, just so that I can attach it to a journal page. So if this were my journal page, and this is going to be a little too, this will be too wide, but you'll get the idea. You attach it to the page and it'll be hinged out, you know, like that. And then this one is going to hinge over here and flap out. So that's the plan. It's just one of those long envelopes, you know, and it was just craft colored, and so I just altered it. And of course you could have it go either direction. Trying to think which way I want it. I guess it doesn't matter. I can do it this way. Yeah, so that's what I was gonna do today. I've been struggling trying to decide what in the world I want to do next, but I think I'm gonna go ahead with this, which is kind of what I started yesterday with the 50 stack challenge. So I think I'm just gonna continue on with that and see where we get to. So I was just gonna use that, but now I'm thinking I might want to put this flower on here, and then it'll kind of get covered, but when it flaps out, you'll be able to see it. So I don't know if I want to go real busy with the background, but I think I could use some of this anyway. We're just going to kind of collage it and see what we end up with. So how are you guys today? I hope that you're doing good. I'm doing good. We ran to a jewelry store because I need to get the prong fixed on my wedding ring, and my husband's wedding ring split there. I mean, it's been 30 years, so you know. Anyhow, so we went to do that today, and we picked up Aiden, our daughter, so she could go with us. And we get there and they're closed on Mondays. It's like, well, I guess we could have looked, right? Yeah. But anyway, so then we just went and had a little quick lunch, and now we're back. I'm working and all that, you know. All the silliness that I just didn't think they'd be closed on a Monday, but I guess, you know, a lot of businesses around here close on Sunday and Monday. So that was just a goof on our part. One piece of this. I kind of just want plain behind this because it's a light color, you know? Or I don't want it on the busy part. So I might just take a piece of this. I want to maybe something more like that. So yeah, that's what I have got going on today anyway. Nothing super exciting. And there's only like one jeweler that we know, and so we aren't wanting to just go anywhere. So anyways, just kind of a waste of time, but it was good to see Aiden regardless. She got called back for a second interview, so that is good news for tomorrow. So fingers crossed that she'll get that. She's got a couple of things, possibilities right now, so hopefully something will pan out regardless. And thank you guys for all your kind wishes and all that for her. I really do appreciate it. And we will take any prayers. Always very grateful for those. So thank you. everything's like just not quite the right size here. Had my sister over for dinner. It was her birthday last night. I mean, yesterday wasn't her birthday, but that's the only problem. She's very close to Thanksgiving, so it kind of gets pushed out a little bit. But we had fun last night, so. That was good. I'll just put that one under here. Put that one on top. That'll look good. I think I want to go around this. I'm going to try some of this picket fence. I don't know if it's going to work. And then I'll do the edge in the darker. And then see what you'll get is there's going to be another pocket here. And I didn't figure out yet what I'm going to put in there, but maybe we'll figure that out while we're at it. I just wanted to make a piece of fun ephemera. And the cool thing about this is you could make this envelope shorter if your page isn't as wide as mine. So, you know, you don't have to, just because I am using a whole envelope doesn't mean that you have to use the whole envelope. You can cut more of it off or whatever. So that's the nice part of that. So I'll need to cut a thumb notch in this, won't I? Okay, so if it's gonna go, I can't decide, right? I keep going back and forth in which direction. I think I'll have it that direction. Okay. Oh, you know what? We should probably figure out how this is. Well, it can go in the pocket. That's going to change the whole thumb notch thing too. So maybe I will attach it just here. Glad I thought of that. But we need to cover this and cover that bottom bit down there so that it's closed. So we can use this up. Really happy I thought of that, because that would have been not great of me. And I want a little bit of the craft paper showing, but I don't want, like, you know, the whole thing being craft paper. So we're just going to go around the bottom so that it's not like a tube. It'll be closed at the bottom and just be a pocket. And I guess we need to figure out what we're going to hinge it with too. Did not think everything through, did I? It happens. Some days I'm very with it, other days not as much. That's okay. At least the main part of the pocket is figured out. Yeah, the idea came from a, what do you call it? Somerset Studio Magazine is where the idea came from, although mine is gonna, again, look very different than the original, but I think it'll be fun to see how it goes. Okay, so this one I definitely want to put a thumb notch in. Uh-oh. Sorry, I have to get, like, climb over the table to get that. Now I'm thinking, do I want to wait? Yeah. If I'm driving you crazy, I apologize. Some days it's really hard to get in the swing. Like, once I get going, I'll probably be all right, but I just sort of came in and got some things together. Some days I've been working all day before I do a video, so it's easier because I'm already with it, but that didn't happen today. So then we'll put this down and we'll collage over the top of it. Okay. We need one more little piece to kind of go around that bottom part. Show some book page. This is nice book page because it almost is like, what do you call that? Rag paper or whatever, and it holds up very nicely even though it's old paper. Yeah, that'll work. So put those on there. And what else? Need some blue on there, huh? I don't know what I'm going to put on that pocket. But I do like this blue. Kind of like this part over here with that and some of this with the white up at the top. Yeah, something like that. I don't know who that is, so I'm gonna ignore it. Sorry about that. It's my iPad. Well, these places that call you from places you have no idea. It's always just some ridiculous sales thing or something that I'm not interested in. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. What kind of projects are you guys working on? I figured winter was good because you could, you know, have this as a Christmas winter thing if you wanted to make a journal similar to this or something. But you can also just do winter. So that's the advantage of that. Is this going to be tall enough? Yes, barely. Yeah, that old rag paper is really nice because it holds up way better than a lot of other book pages when they get old and they get so fragile. And I don't even think this is that paper, but it sure feels a lot like it. Oh, it's two. I was like, why isn't it gluing? Well, that's even better because now I've got another little piece I can use somewhere. And this will go on here. So always people, the only calls I get are from my kids. And then, you know, like my sister or something. Or it's just ridiculous scams or whatever. It drives me out of my mind. And it doesn't matter how many times I block, whatever, do all the things. They just won't stop. Everybody's like, you just have to block them. It's like, sure thing. And then on the back of this, we should probably put something that you could write on. So do I want, I don't know if I want this. Or coffee dyed. Maybe we want coffee dyed. I think it's a better color with this stuff. So that this could be done in whatever size you need for your journal. This is just a little bit wider than I would normally do. That'll give us a nice little writing spot. And yes, it will kind of hang off the journal, but I think you can still, or you can put a little photograph or whatever you like. Okay. That's gonna go on there. And that is a pocket. So now we can do the thumb notch, even though it would have been a lot easier when the whole thing was opened, but it'll still be fine. I do have my heater going. If you can hear a fan sound, that's what it is. It was 21 degrees this morning. And yeah, that's a little chilly up here in the correcting room. Better than hot though. When it gets too hot, it's ugh. I want to melt. Okay, so this one needs to go first. I don't know what I want to put on that other pocket. We'll look at it some more. Like I said, I did not have time to plan everything today because we had to run an errand. And then it ended up being not very helpful. That happens. I just did not think they would be closed on Monday. It's actually where my mother and father-in-law go to get their jewelry fixed or whatever. I mean, I have no clue. Like I said, we've had these rings for 30 years. I'm not much of a jewelry person, so this is like, and this I wear. That's about it. But anyways, so they told us that was a good place, but didn't think to ask about when they were closed. Okay. Oh, I'm such a dope. You guys were yelling at me and I didn't hear you. I apologize. I should have put this under. I would have preferred it to be under that piece, but it's all right. We'll just wing-a-ding it. It's not going to hurt it to be over there. It's just not what I wanted. Yeah, we had good soup last night. I made a nice vegetarian minestrone. It was delicious. I think I'll put that on there. It's over here. Then in that pocket, I was going to put this tag. This picture of this is from my Christmas photos, but they're just most of the people other than Santa obviously could just be used for winter. You don't have to have them for just Christmas because they're not very specifically Christmas. Just looking for some snowflakes. Maybe a snowflake on here. No, I don't think I do, but I might want one on here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let me grab some of this other paper. Because a little bit of this might be nice for layering, but you can still see through it. It's like a rice paper, mulberry paper, you know, one of those. I had a little bit, and then Anne sent me some, which was super nice. Thank you, thank you. Do appreciate it, definitely. I even think I might have some that's kind of hanging off. I think I need a different glue stick. That one's just about gone. I don't want to tear this. So yeah, if you look on Amazon for rice paper, mulberry paper, I know that it exists. Even though I got this from my niece, but I know you can get like smaller sheets of it. These sheets that she got are pretty big, but you can get smaller ones too. And I had them in the shop for a while, but I ran out and I don't have any right now in there. You can just barely see it, but it definitely looks kind of like frost, which I like. The only thing I don't like is it's all sticky. But once it dries, it'll be fine. And then these are in my shop. The winter picks is what I call them. Like floral picks, that kind of thing. And they do get that scorched look on the back. And that's just from the laser cutting them. Oh, you little stinker. I need to clean out the top and put some more glue in this one. I just put the PVA glue in here now. It works just as well as the art glitter glue in my opinion. It might not stick quite as fast, but it's still pretty quick, and it's a lot less expensive. So I don't have any issue with it not sticking or anything. Pasha's been playing with the snowman. We put out our Christmas decorations, and every year we have a few snowmen, and a couple of them are kind of more like stuffed type pieces, like almost like stuffed animals, and he loves to play with those. So he's been dragging those around, putting them under the Christmas tree, and so he's definitely feeling better, even though he still sounds horrible. Some of them are almost as big as he is, and he still drags them around. I'm like, you're a nut. He loves them every year, though. We get them out, and he plays with them. Doesn't hurt him, so. Like I said, they're just little silly pieces anyway that we got when the kids were little. Had around forever. So now they're for entertaining the cat. Oh my word, you're being a stinkweed for me. Maybe the glue's almost gone is more the problem than being stopped up. So yeah, the snowflakes are in the Etsy shop too. And if you ever go and you don't see them at that moment, they'll be back shortly. It's just that I try not to list too many to where I'm going to get too far behind and I can't catch up, because it takes an hour to cut them, which that's fine. It's just that I try not to put so many that I'm going to get really far behind. So I try to get them cut and then list more, that kind of thing. But they'll always be in the shop year round, because I know a lot of people do Christmas crafts in the summer, and so I try to always have them in the shop for you guys. So if you don't see them, don't worry, they'll be back. You just got to kind of keep your eyes peeled. I kind of want some of this on here. Okay. I think that's good on that. And then I'll figure out some kind of topper up there. I should probably back this. I like to back these even though they're on cardstock. I don't know. I guess because it's of the white paper on the back. Do I have a big enough piece of the... Yeah. So, yeah. They don't have to be. If you print them on cardstock, they're plenty thick. And this would be fun to do one of these and use your own family photos, just like I've said a million times, but I always have new people, so. But I don't use my family photos because I sell my journals, so. But you could definitely put family photos, and that would be fun. I need to say hugs and blessings. Hugs and blessings to Karen, Rhonda, Sandy, Katrina, and Allie. Thank you guys so much for always watching. Thank you for your kind comments. I really, really appreciate it. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you that have been with me for a long time or a short time. Whatever the time, I appreciate it. And if you can like, subscribe, push the little bell button so you get notifications when I put new videos up. Hype the video if you can figure that one out. It's supposed to be next to where you can like the video. There's like a scroll bar with all different things that, you know, you can do on the video, and it's supposed to be there, but I have noticed, because I've been trying to hype Nancy Piter's videos when I watch them, and it's never on those, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just, I don't know. I don't understand YouTube sometimes, because they want you to do all these things, but why everything has to be so difficult, I don't know. So anyways, if you happen to see it, I would love it if you'd hype my video. Some of you have said that you have, and I appreciate it so much, because it does help. It really, really does help. Some white snowflakes. We'll use a piece of that. So yeah, I don't know what to say, because a lot of people have asked about it, and I don't really have answers. Because all I know is that that's where it's located, but I am with all of you. When you say you can't find it, I believe you 100%, because I keep looking for Nancy's and don't ever see it. So, don't know. I've hyped Mitzie's a couple times. So, yeah. Anyways, if you see it, I would be grateful. But no worries, like, don't worry about it. We don't want any stress around here. Because I stress enough for all of us. Over everything and nothing. Because that's how I am, and always have been. As my daughter says, we're Chihuahuas. Nothing mean about Chihuahuas, just saying, you know, they're little kind of shaky little guys, and that's the way we are. They're sure cute. And maybe I can put a little bit of maybe this stuff, which is another one of those white papers that has the fibers in it, down along the bottom a little bit. I think might look kind of neat. The only thing is, when I tear these, it does give me a little bit of the ick. because I'm a weird texture person. Yeah, my daughter would flip if she touched this stuff. She can't even touch a cotton ball, so. Just for some texture there. It's kind of cool. So that flips over that way. And then this is going to go in there. And then when you, oh no, you can't. When you attach it to the page, it's going to be attached here, so it'll flip up. So we need to back that. And then I also need to figure out what I'm going to put in here, because that's another pocket. But first, let's back it. I think that's a good plan. And is this, we can use a piece of this and then a piece of something else. Oopsie. Sorry, break your eardrums there. I'm not really worried if it's a little short because that's on there. And like I said, I want some of that craft to show. I would just leave it that way because you can write on the craft, but it's got that silly envelope flap there that I don't really want to have showing. I want it more finished looking. But you definitely could just leave it because you can write on that real easy. Up to you. Yeah, it's so cold that our neighbors across the street, their driveway is still all frozen over from, because we did get snow yesterday when I got up in the morning. Ours is gone on our driveway, but we're on the good side of the street for that. But yeah, they still have frosty, cold, snowy yuck over there. That's a piece of this. Piano roll. On here. I just want the plain part because I like the way it looks. I could take, no, because it's a writing spot, so we don't want to, because then we can use that somewhere else. Somewhere. Hope you guys had a lovely Thanksgiving. We did. We just went to friends, like we said, or like I said, and had a lovely dinner. It was nice. I think I might have mentioned that yesterday, but if I didn't, there it is. We had a lovely time. A little piece of this. Just like in a corner, maybe. Get out any of your frosty, snowy looking bits and pieces. Or blues, you know, if you got some fabrics with some blues and stuff. That would be pretty. I'm going to put it right down here like this, and then I'm going to trim. wherever stuff is hanging over. Kind of like it hanging over, but I put glue all over it, so I don't want to leave it like that. Okay. Completely stuck to me. Sorry. Sitting there going, where'd she go? I'm here. I want to use this. I know, I can't make up my mind on the color of ink I want. It does give you just a little bit of white, which is kind of nice. Frosts it up a little bit. And that'll be glued down, so that doesn't matter. Okay. And then we need to figure out what we're going to put inside. So usually what I do in that case, if I don't have something that's going to fit right, I'll grab book page and we'll just tear it to about the size, roughly anyway. This one's really, it's the kind of book page. It's just one piece of book page folded over, but it's just the type. It's really kind of thick. But that's nice for sliding into pockets, is that? I feel like it's not going in there all the way. Let us see what is happening here. It might have gone. Yeah, probably. I just, yeah, because I closed it down there. But that's still not. Well, I guess that's as much as it's going to go. So we'll just tear it off where it's hanging out. We're going to cover it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, what do we want to put on here? I don't know. Those are so big is the only thing that I could use part of this. Undoubtedly use other parts for other things. Okay, I think I might want to use one of these. Up here. I want the smaller one. For some reason that hole punch did not punch very well. Yeah, I like the smaller one better. But that's okay. I guess the bottom doesn't matter a whole lot. Just do a little ink on it. Because I do actually want to keep a little bit of the white look. On this one. something down the side. No, I didn't. Oopsie. I always end up cutting the side of the glue. Which doesn't make me happy. I think I'm going to see if I have a piece of washi. I don't know if I have any that's blue, but we'll see what we got here. Oh, I do have some blue. That one will work. I don't have a whole lot of washi, which is fine because I don't use it hardly ever, so I have a little. I just don't think about it. And plus it doesn't stick great, so it's not my favorite thing. And it's also kind of shiny. Let me think of 100 things that I don't like about it. I mean, it does look cool to have a design on there, you know. I do like that, but I don't know. It's just not my thing, I guess. We all have our things. But I like that. I like the way that looks. Okay, let's see if we can find some other little goodie. I could put, if I want a snowman. I don't know if these are all probably too big. They're kind of tall snowmen. I didn't want to make them too small because I had some that were too small previously and I just never used them because they're just too small. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, these ones are too big. Kind of just like that snowflake on there. On this side. I can never tell which way this stuff goes. These might be kind of cool. She looks like she's... It's like tropical trees. What are they called? Palm trees, tropical trees. And, but she looks like she's all dressed warm, so, you know, tropical trees. Oh my goodness. Nan and all you ladies in Florida are like, oh, lady, come on. Palm trees in California. We don't have those here. In good old Idaho. I still feel like it needs something. Something. Probably should put that over there. Just have it hang off a little bit. I think I just like that, something like that. I to do some strings. Hold on just a second. Have my little bucket over there of thread. All my threads. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, glue this down first. Ooh. Yeah, did I say we put up our tree? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because Pasha. He's good though. He doesn't mess with the tree at all. He never did. I mean, he likes to lay under it and all that, but he's never, and if the ornaments are like the dangling ones at the bottom, he'll bat them a little, but he's not really into messing with that at all. Although the other day my husband put lights around the banister and left some of them hanging down in there. Those ones with the big balls on the strings. And he thought those were fantastic to just bat and bat and bat. I'm like, it's fine as long as he doesn't chew on them. We don't want to have Christmas vacation situation. Please. If you've seen the movie, you know. If you know, you know. If not, you should definitely watch it, because I know some people are very young and have never seen it. Which always blows my mind, because we watch it every year, because we've already watched it this year, because we just think it's hilarious, but so true. So true. The only thing I'm worried about is those, when you put it in and out of the pocket. It might not particularly love those. Oh, you know how I can fix that? I can put some gesso. I'm sorry, I'm just yammering, and it's been 48 minutes. I will back that, but, you know, I'm not going to worry about it right this minute, because it's going to slide in there. Okay, gesso. To hold those strings down a little bit better. Because if you put glue, then you can see the glue, and I don't like to see the glue because it's shiny, and I don't like shiny. You stay down. That will stay down eventually. I know it will, because that's got a lot of whatchamacallit, glue on it. Yeah, we came home it was Thanksgiving, and watched Christmas Vacation. Because it's funny. That'll just help it stick a little bit. It'll have to dry before I can put it in there, obviously. But I'm probably gonna have to put some more glue under there. It's gotta dry though. I put a lot, so I can't imagine it's gonna be that big of a problem. And we'll put some spritzes and sprays on there too. Let's put the pin in that. I'll worry about the glue after it dries. And just remember, it's sometimes not great when you put the gesso on digitals. So don't go crazy on that part. All the old paper and the doilies and that, doesn't matter. You can put as much as you like. Stuck to the back. Okay, I'm gonna set that there. Here I say don't put too much on the digital, and I just put a big old glob of it on there. Okay. Where's my brain? I'm looking for a page to splatter on, and I don't have any right here. Okay, let's cover their faces. I'm just going to kind of cover her entirely. Why sometimes does it work so great and other times it does not? It does not work at all. Okay. I'd rather have to wipe it off my mat than have to ruin something, so I'm just gonna do that. All right, you got some on there. Eek. This isn't gonna be great, but we're gonna kind of I know, why'd I bother covering my mat? I don't know. Okay, I'll set that up to dry. And I will come in here a little closer so you can see. I'm just gonna get some of the splotches off of here so that they don't get on everything. Okay, so here's our card that's going to go inside of this pocket. And then we have our tag. And it'll get stitched around. And then this, that will close. Okay, so that is what I have today. I hope it made sense. This will, you know, be closed up on the page. It'll flip that way, and that will flip out that way. And then the things will go inside the pockets. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.